Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you as you start a game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket.
Complete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he is met. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. This time Jackson will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, they may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. They'll test the perimeter. But that time, they won't take a challenge.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 5. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Again.
Dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a 2nd and 7. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt here still to come.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 10, Commanders nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A very solid gain of 27.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Forced out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now here's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is old brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Giants.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw now on the final play. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 27, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And that flag accepted. Now the try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Giants 24, Commanders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Henry. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's got some space here. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
13.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And
this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard to return from the end zone.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 59 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.